In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use this Schoology app to annotate student work, whether it is on a PDF or a Microsoft Word document, like a docx file. So I'm going to open up the Schoology app here, and I'm just going to go to a class, and I'm just going to go to one of my more recent files that I actually still need to grade. So I'm just going to scroll, and then you can see here that what I've done is I have an assignment here, so a create assignment, and then the students have submitted their work. You can see here that this is the attachment that I have attached, and what they do is they just take a look at this PDF. They can download it if they want and write on it and then resubmit it back to me, or they can just do it on a separate sheet of paper and submit that to me. So I'm going to now go to grades submissions. And then here is where I just go to the particular student. Oh, I just realized my period 6 has not taken this yet, so I'm actually going to go to period 7. Sorry about that. Go back. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now that I've gone to my proper period, you'll see here the reason why I knew that period 6 hadn't taken it was because there was a bunch of gray rectangles here. If they have submitted something, it's green. If it's submitted late, let's see if there's any late students right here, then you'll see it in red. Okay. All right, so if I go to a student, let's say this student right here, and you can see here I can click on submissions and then click on their file. And then this is the screen that pops up, probably similar to what you are used to seeing in Schoology on just like in your computer on a web browser. But what I'm now going to do is I'm going to select this tool here, which is the annotate tool. And then I can select my color here. So I can usually, because it kind of blends in with their writing, I typically don't use black. Instead, I would use something like red or blue. Okay. And so what I do is, what I'll have to do is actually I can turn this on and off, toggle it on and off. And when I toggle it off, that's when I can actually scroll and see their paper basically. And so if I see that something is wrong, this is where I would circle. And you can actually write using your Apple Pencil or your stylus. I'll just say something like exact answer, right? And then you can just give a little annotation like that. And then when the students get it back, they will actually see this on their own paper. So I'll just click the check mark now. The check mark was right here. Let me just do that again. Right here, the check mark is here saying save all my writing. And then I click on back, and then I can go ahead and give that a score. So I can just go right here and type in a number. Let's say I give it like a 6 since I said -4. You can also feel free to add comments if you want. You don't really have to if you've annotated on their paper, right? And then just go ahead and click the check to say it is saved. And then you can go back, and then you just go to the next student. One thing that is kind of weird is that you'll notice it doesn't show up, the score immediately doesn't show up here. I can be grading like 10 students and their scores actually don't show up. But what I do is I just go back and then go back into the assignment, and then you'll actually see the score show up right there. So it just doesn't refresh immediately after you have updated it. You have to go back and then refresh the page basically. Okay. I'm going to go to another class and show you what it's like to grade a Microsoft Word document. So I'm going to go to another class. Let's go to period 3 here. And then I'm just going to open up a particular folder, one where, again, I have not looked at their homework just yet. So here is a new homework assignment that students have just graded. And so you click on grade submissions, and then as you can see here, students who have submitted things are green, and then students who have not submitted things are in gray, and if they're late, then it's in red. So if I click on a student, this student I know I previously already previewed it. This student has it in a docx file. You'll see I can open it up, and it just opens like normal, like what you saw earlier in a PDF. And then I can click on the annotate tool, and then I can select my color that I want, and then I can circle things if I want, and then I'm gonna I can toggle this on and off, and then that way I can just use my stylus and scroll through, and then I can just turn it back on and circle things like that. If you ever make a mistake, there's the one issue is that there is no erase tool. So instead, you need to actually push the undo tool if you don't want it. So I'm just going to go ahead and undo this. I haven't actually looked at this yet. Or I guess you can just cancel this if you just want to get rid of everything. Like that. And then everything should be saved on here again. You can just record your score here and then go back. I believe on the iPad version, the Apple version, you can actually toggle between students within this app. I think you can, maybe there's like a left or right arrow here. You can play around with that, but on a tablet like mine, on an Android tablet, I would actually have to go student by student like this. Okay, and that'll be it for this video.